Good morning children, welcome to class 4 social studies. Previous class I have explained chapter 4 the earth, its movements and forms, then major landforms, major domains of the earth, water bodies and continents we have learned. Then I have started the types of maps. Two types of maps are there. They are the political map and physical map. In the last video I have explained about the political map and physical map. Physical map means the map shows physical features such as mountains, plateaus, valleys, rivers. All these are the physical map. Then political map means the map shows the political boundaries, states and its capital and boundaries of the states. This is known as political map. Then next, elements of map. Okay, what are the elements given on a map? Scale of the map. So we can see that different places of the earth on a map, but it is not possible to know the actual distance between the two places. For example, if the distance between Mumbai and Delhi is 1200 km, it is impossible to show the actual distance on a map. Thus 1200 km on the ground is represented by 12 cm on the map, like 100 cm are represented as 1 cm is equal to 100 km. This ratio between the distances on the ground is called as scale of the map. The bar divided into equal distance shows the scale of the map. So what is scale of the map? It is an important element given in the map. That means map we draw the picture of, for example, when we take the map of our country India, it is given on a sheet of paper, but the actual width and length of our country cannot be shown on a sheet of paper. Similarly, the distance between two places, for example Delhi and UP, the distance between Delhi and UP, the actual distance between Delhi and UP cannot be shown on a sheet of paper because the actual distance is far. Okay, that is a long distance. That long distance cannot be shown on the sheet of paper. So a scale will be given there to reduce the distance, that is the map distance. For example, when we measure the map distance between Delhi and UP, we will get 3 cm or 4 cm or 5 cm. So actual we don't know. So we know the 5 cm is not the actual distance. So we will give a scale there. 5 cm is equal to 1000 km. Suppose if it is 1000 km, we will give 5 cm is equal to 1000 km. That scale, 5 cm is equal to 1000 km, that scale will be given at the bottom of the map. This scale is known as the scale of the map. And by reading the scale of the, by looking the scale, we can understand or we can calculate, we can identify the actual distance between any two places. Clear? Okay. Then next, signs and symbols. So many signs and symbols are given in the map. This may help us to know various features like roads, actual shape of the road or actual shape of the mountains that we cannot show in the map. So a symbol, just a symbol will be given there. That symbols helps us to know the various features like roads, temples, rivers, bridges, capital, cities, states and railway lines, etc. Some symbols are given there. Look here. Boundary, international boundary is given this line, then state boundary is given this line. Look at your page number 34. Okay, then road, metal road, then dam, well and tank, bridge, stream, grassland, forest, fort, temple, church, mosque, capital city, all are given in the different symbols. So if we look at the physical or political map, we can see this symbol, we can identify, we can understand this is the symbol of this. Okay, look, church symbol is given there, temple symbol is given there, mosque symbol is given there, capital city symbol is given there. So when we see these symbols, we can understand that these are the symbols of this. These are actually one temple is here and one church is there, one fort is here. Okay, in this way we can identify all these things. Okay, that is why the signs and symbols are used on a map. Then next is the color on a map. Colors on a map. So maps show variety of places, so different colors are used to show various things on a map. The scheme of colors used on a map are green color. Different colors are used on a map. Look at this map page, given in page number 34. Different colors are given there now. Violet color, yellow color, blue, green, dark blue, light blue, then light yellow, dark yellow. Different colors are given there. So these different colors are given in order to understand the different places. That means green color is used to show the plains and lowlands. Lowlands and plains. In order to show the lowlands and plain area, which color is given? Green color is used. Then yellow color. Yellow color is used to show agricultural land, cultivable land. Okay, the land is under cultivation. In order to show that, yellow color is given there. Then brown color. Brown color is used to show hills and mountains. So in order to show the hills and mountains, which color is used? Brown color is used. Then blue color. All of you know blue color is used to show the water bodies like ocean, seas, rivers, etc. Then light blue color is used to show the shallow water bodies, and dark blue color is used to show the deep water bodies. Shallow means not deep, okay, like river, seas. So then these maps have keys which tell the meaning of the colors and used in the map. So all these keys will be given at the bottom or side of the map. Okay, these are the important elements of a map. So which are the important elements of a map? Scale of a map, sign and symbols, and colors on a map. Understood this? Okay, so our syllabus is finished. Read this chapter very well. Okay, what we have learned from this lesson: two movements of the earth, rotation and revolution we learned. Then the four domains of the earth, the lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. Then major landforms, they are the mountains, plateaus and plains, then desert. Then we learned the water bodies and continents. 7 continents are there. Asia is the largest continent. Australia is the smallest continent. Then 5 major oceans are also there. Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean and Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean. Then different water bodies we have learned: oceans, seas, lakes, rivers. Then types and elements of map. 2 types of maps: the physical map and political map. Then elements of map: scale of a map, signs and symbol of a map, colors of a map, colors on the map. Okay, so read this chapter very well. Then only short answer you have to learn. Short answer and fill in the blanks you have to learn from this lesson. Okay, in this chapter you can avoid the long answer. So now I am explaining the fill in the blanks and short answers. Okay, listen. Fill in the blanks. The largest continent in the world is dash. Asia. The largest continent in the world is Asia. Take out your page number 37. Fill in the blanks. The largest continent in the world is Asia. Then the smallest continent in the world is Australia. Which is the smallest continent? Australia. Then dash are always drawn to scale. Scale, just we have learned now, no, scale. Scale is used in the map, so you can write maps are always drawn to scale. Okay, maps are always drawn to scale. Then next, dash sea is an important sea, Caspian Sea. You can write Caspian Sea or Red Sea. Any sea's name you can write. Arabian Sea, any sea's name you can write. Okay, then listen. The largest continent in the world is Asia. The smallest continent in the world is Australia. Then maps are always drawn to scale. Then Caspian Sea is an important sea. Okay, clear all of you? Write this in copy. Okay, then next, the short answer type questions. Very easy short answers. Okay, number 1, name 2 motions of the earth. Motion means movements. Name 2 movements of the earth. Which are the 2 movements of the earth? Rotation and revolution are the 2 movements of the earth. Okay, rotation and revolution are the 2 movements of the earth. Then next question, what is an axis? On the axis our earth is rotating. Okay, so what is an axis? An axis can be defined as a straight line about which a body or geometric object rotates. So what is an axis? An axis can be defined as a straight line about which a body or geometric objects rotates. Then next question, name the 4 domains of the earth. Which are the 4 domains of the earth? The lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere are the 4 domains of the earth. Okay, The next question, what is atmosphere? What is atmosphere? The layer of air surrounds the earth is called atmosphere. What is atmosphere? The layer of air surrounds the earth is called atmosphere. The next question, which type of wind blows in desert? What kind of wind blows in desert? Hot and dry wind. Very easy. The hot and dry wind blows in desert. Okay. Then next question, write down the area covered by the Asian continent. The area is given in your page number 31. Asia's area is given there. Okay. So, write down the area covered by Asian continent. What is the area covered by Asian continent? The area covered by the Asian continent is 4 crore 38 lakh 20,000. Okay, that is 43,820,000 meter square. Meter square also you have to write, or m square. Meter square or m square you can write. Okay, so 43,820,000. That is 4 crore 38 lakh 20,000 meter square. Okay, the area covered by Asian continent. Then next, which ocean is known as the sea south of India? South of India. South of India, which ocean is there? Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean is known as the sea south of India. Indian Ocean is known as the sea south of India. Then, write down the name of 3 famous lakes of the world. Any 3 famous lake of the world. Lake Superior, Lake Victoria and Dal Lake. Dal Lake. Okay. Write the name of 3 famous lakes of the world. Lake Superior, Lake Victoria and Dal Lake. Then next question. Name 2 types of maps used to locate places on the earth. Which are the 2 types of maps? The physical map and political map are the 2 types of map used to locate places on the earth. Clear this all of you? Yes. Okay. Only this short answers and the fill in the blanks you have to write in copy and learn. Okay. Bye.